Hello friends, today in this video I will show you how to create Azure OpenAI. Okay, so as part of this video tutorial, what we are going to discuss, we are going to discuss three simple approaches to do this. The first approach will be how we can use Azure portal to create the Azure OpenAI, and the second approach is how we can use Azure CLI, and the third and the final approach will be how we can use Azure PowerShell to create the Azure OpenAI. Okay, now without making any delay, what I'll do, I will navigate to the Azure portal where I have already logged into the Azure portal. There I will show you the first approach. Then followed by that, we will discuss the second approach and the third approach. Okay, now let me navigate to the Azure portal to show you the first approach. You can able to see I have already logged into my Azure portal, and to create the Azure Open AI, what you need to do, you have to search here Azure Open Open AI. You can able to see it here, and under the services you will see the search result as Azure Open AI, right? Click on that, and then it will navigate you here, right? The AI Foundry or Azure OpenAI page, right? Here, what you can do, you can just click on the plus create option, right? If you see here closely, Azure OpenAI is selected here clearly, right? So you can click on the create button, and it will navigate to this page, right? You can able to see it is create Azure OpenAI page, right? On the basic, so basically there are basics tab, network tab, then tags tab, and review plus submit tab. Okay, so we will fill the mandate details, whatever needed, and I will also explain you what are the things you can also add it to create the Azure OpenAI as a non-mandate or the optional thing, right? So, so here what you need to do, you have to select the Azure subscription. Okay, and suppose in case you don't have a Azure account, I will just paste a link how to create a Azure account, free Azure account. That also you can utilize to create a Azure OpenAI. That link I'm going to put it in the video description. You can go through that link and create your own Azure account, Azure free account before proceeding here, right? So that link I will also provide you in the video description. So here what you need to do, you need to select the subscription. So in case you have multiple subscription, ensure to use the correct subscription, select in the drop down. So I have only one subscription, that's why I can able to see only one, and that is my default subscription, right? And the second thing is resource group. You can either create a new resource group or else you can select a existing resource group. You will click on the create new. You need to just provide the resource group name and click on the OK button. It will select. Suppose I will do it paste, paste, and I will say OK. You can able to see it is resource group has been added as test, right? And the same way, this is the region you need to select. Okay, for me it is East US. And then the next mandate option is you need to select you need to enter name, valid name for the Azure Open UI, right? I will say Azure Free Prod, Azure Lessons, Free Prod, right? So this is the name of my Azure OpenAI, and then the pricing tier, which is quite important. It's based on your budget, your thing. You need to select it. For me, it is standard S0 because I just want to do some development activity. You pricing details, if you want to check, you can just select. You can click on this link to see the details of the pricing, right? And then what you can do, you can click on the next button, and it will navigate you to the networking tab. Here you can either select any specific network if you want. See, if I select the network configure network security for your Azure AI services resource. Okay, either you can disable it or you can also select all networks. including the internet, everything, which will, I mean, there is no restrictions basically, but in case you are working for a prod environment or something, you should use this option, select a network, and here you need to configure your own virtual network. You can select your existing virtual network here, and the subnet also you need to select your own subnet here, existing one. So in case you are working on the prod, since I am working for a dev one, I will just select the all networks option. Okay, let it access via internet also. I don't have any issues, right? Also, you can disable it if you want. Okay, so based on your requirement, you can select that. Then I will click on the next button to go to the navigate tab. Again, you can specify some key value pair, right? It's based on your requirement, but I don't have anything to do here on the tag section. This purely optional. So I will directly click on the next button, right? And the moment you will do that, it will now navigate to the review plus submit tab. You are able to see, you can again cross check these details. So basically it will validate all the details entered by you. If it is correct only, you can able to see this create button. Otherwise you will see some validation error here, and again it will tell you to go to the previous screen and fix that validation error and come back, right? So finally what you need to do, you need to click on the create button. The moment I will do that, it will take some few seconds to create the Azure OpenAI, right? So you can able to see submit. It started submitting the deployment for the resource script that we have selected, and you can able to see it is deployment in progress. So it will just take few seconds. In backend, it has to create so many resources, right? So it will do that, and it will show you deployment is succeeded. Let's wait for that. You can able to see your deployment is completed now, right? Deployment is succeeded, right? So you can just click on the go to resource button here, and here it is, right? So whatever Azure Open AI we want to create, we have entered this name, right? So that is created successfully. So this is the fast approach, guys. Now, as I told you, we can also use Azure CLI and Azure PowerShell script to do that. So I have already written those script, because if I'll start writing here, the video will be very much lengthy, which I don't want to make that lengthy, right? So what I've done is I've already written those queries. I will make you understand there in the Windows PowerShell ISE window, and there we will see both the approaches. I will explain there. Then I will go to the Azure CLI and run that script, and in PowerShell also I will run the script for the third approach. Let me go to the Windows PowerShell ISE. You can able to see it here. So basically, this is the script. This is the Azure CLI script actually. AZ Cognitive Services account create is the main command, guys, to create the Azure OpenAI, followed by the name parameter, and this is the dev Azure lessons is the name of the uh, Azure OpenAI, right? This is the name, then followed by the resource group. If you can relate it that whatever we have created the using the Azure portal, we have selected all these options, right? So this is the resource group. This is the mandate options actually. Then if you remember, we have selected the location followed by the location name, so location parameter, right? And then kind is nothing but the OpenAI, right? Which type of account you want to create, right? So that is OpenAI. Then the pricing tab, that is the S0, which is nothing but the standard version, right? That we have selected if you remember. Then custom domain is nothing but the same name you can provide that as the OpenAI name we have provided, right? The same one, right? And then followed by the subscription parameter, that is nothing but the subscription ID, right? So this is the complete command, guys, for the complete Azure CLI script, you can tell. And what we'll do, we will copy this, the complete one, and we will go to the portal again, and I will just click here the cloud shell option next to the notification button. right? And then once you'll do that, it will start connecting to the terminal. It will just take few seconds. Once it is connected, we will paste that command and we will see whether it is creating the Azure OpenAI successfully or not using the Azure CL. You can able to see it is already connected to the terminal. I'll just paste the command and I will enter it. The moment I'll do that, you can able to see it is started creating. It is succeeded now. You can able to see it is created successfully, right? So if you see here, this is the command we have used, guys, and it started creating and it is created successfully, right? So this is the name is web Azure lessons. You can able to see, right? So what you can do now to cross check that whether it is actually created successfully or not, you can able to see it here. The provisioning state is succeeded. That means it is created successfully, right? So to cross check what you can do, we can go to the portal and verify it, right? So the name is Dev Azure Lessons. Just remember the name, right? I'll just copy it. And here in this portal, if I'll go to the home, then Azure OpenAI, or you can directly search your Azure OpenAI and come here by clicking on under the services, you will see Azure uh, OpenAI, right? So what I'm trying to tell is if I'll search here Azure OpenAI, under services you will see the Azure OpenAI, right? And go here and again you will come to the same screen. So you can able to see that we have created Dev Azure Lessons. It is created successfully, it is succeeded, right? If we click here, it will navigate to that page, specific Azure OpenAI page that we have created, right? So this is the second approach, guys. And the third approach is, as I told you, we can also use, we can also use PowerShell to do that. So that command also I have already written here. You can able to see it here, right? I'll just make you understand here, and then we will run this here only, right? This is the Windows PowerShell ISE, right? So the command is new hyphen Azure cognitive services account, right? The main command, and then we have this resource group name. That is the my resource group is my resource group name. I have an existing resource group that I am trying to use here, right? Then followed by the name parameter. This is the Azure OpenAI name. As I told you, we have already discussed it. And then the location. This is the East US is the location. Then kind is OpenAI. Kind is nothing but which type of account you want to create, which kind of account. This is the OpenAI, right? Then SQ name is nothing but the pricing tier again, that is S0, that is the standard one. Then custom subdomain name is the same name you can use that you have given for the Azure OpenAI, right? Then finally, if I go here and run this command, let me just run it so that we will. So it is taking some. It might take few seconds because backend it has to do so many things, right? It has to create many resources. You can able to see it is succeeded now. It is created successfully, right? You see here it is succeeded, right? The provisioning state, and this is the name account name is this one, right? And this is the resource group name. So basically, it is successfully created. This is prod Azure lessons, right? So if you will go here to just to cross check what you can do, you will again go to the portal and we will search for Azure OpenAI. We'll go here and you can able to see. So this is the last one that we have created just now. It is succeeded, right? And you can able to see this is the one we have created using Azure portal. This is the second one we have created using Azure CLI script, and this is the final one, prod Azure lessons that we have created using the PowerShell script, right? So basically, if you want these scripts, and I have also written an article on this topic. Okay, the complete article that contains these scripts, all these scripts, more than that also. and that article link I'm going to put it in the video description. You can go through that article once and copy this script, everything. Like as a, all the prerequisites link also will be there. You can go to each link and create the Azure free account and all. Then come back and use any of this approach and the script that will be specified there in that article. You can go through that article. You will come to know. Okay. So that article link I'm going to put it in the video description. You can just check that. Okay. And that's what, guys. So that's it for today, guys. I thought to quickly show you how to create Azure OpenAI using three simple approaches. So we have discussed all these three approaches. So thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. If you feel this video is little helpful for you, kindly subscribe to our channel to support us so that you will get lots of free Azure tips, different helpful Azure PowerShell commands, Azure CLI commands, and many more. Thanks a lot again, guys, and have a nice day. Bye.